Get ready for the biggest football news explosion. We start with Xabi Alonso. The former Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen boss is reportedly open to the idea of becoming the next manager of Chelsea. This is huge news for Stamford Bridge, as the club scrambles for a new leader following Liam Rosner's dismissal. We dive into what this means for the club's future, and whether this highly sought-after name is truly in the running for the top job.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the massive shakeup happening at the top level. Liverpool has dealt a blow as Chelsea has made its first contact with Xabi Alonso, and major thoughts on a potential Premier League move are emerging. We break down the details of this contact and explore why Alonso is such a top contender, especially with the World Cup approaching and Chelsea needing a new coach fast. Now, we pivot to the intense transfer battle brewing in Germany. FC Bayern is facing stiff competition for the dream player Kennet Eichhorn, with Manchester City and Pep Guardiola reportedly making concrete moves to sign the Hertha talent. We examine the intricate plans involving a potential loan to Bayer Leverkusen and what this means for Bayern's midfield ambitions. And finally, the strategic maneuvering at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City is hatching a transfer plan for Kennet Eichhorn amid intense interest from Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. We explore how Pep Guardiola wants to bring this 16-year-old to Manchester City and the long-term tactical vision behind this development pathway. Don't miss out on the full story. Stay tuned right here for all the latest football updates. Former Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen manager Xabi Alonso is reportedly open to the possibility of taking the helm as Chelsea manager. The club's search for a new head coach is intensifying following the dismissal of Liam Rosner, whose tenure ended after a disappointing run of 5 straight league defeats. While under-21 coach Callum McFarlane managed a brief period, the club is keen to secure a permanent successor quickly amid ongoing struggles. High-profile names like Cesc Fabregas, Xavi, and Andoni Iraola have been linked with the position, with Iraola remaining a strong contender despite confirming his current season at Bournemouth will be his final one. According to reports from The Athletic, David Ornstein indicated that Alonso, a fellow countryman, is also open to the prospect, and discussions regarding a potential move for the midfielder are reportedly underway. However, Chelsea is reportedly aiming to avoid hasty decisions, and no final appointment has been confirmed. Other names under consideration include Marco Silva, former Chelsea defender Philippe Lewis, and Crystal Palace boss Oliver Glasner. Alonso has established himself as a highly sought-after manager, notably achieving an undefeated domestic double and a Bundesliga title with Bayer Leverkusen before his tenure at Real Madrid concluded after only 7 months. His career trajectory has seen him tipped as a potential solution for Liverpool, where Arne Slot is facing pressure after a poor title defense. Joe Cole suggested Alonso could revitalize Anfield, citing the recent struggles at Liverpool and noting that Alonso's success at Leverkusen remains a benchmark. While Alonso has expressed commitment to his current situation, the possibility of a return to Merseyside remains a topic of speculation. Liverpool has been dealt a blow as Chelsea has reportedly made initial contact with Xabi Alonso, the former Liverpool midfielder, regarding a potential head coaching role. Reports indicate that Alonso is a leading contender for the Chelsea job, and the club is actively pursuing a new manager ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Alonso has been a free agent since his departure from Real Madrid earlier this season and is reportedly keen on a Premier League position this summer. While he has been linked with Liverpool previously, the club hierarchy remains committed to Arne Slot following an underwhelming season. Soccer correspondent Ben Jacobs and TalkSport have claimed that Alonso and Chelsea have connected over a permanent role starting this summer. Chelsea is in urgent need of a new head coach, having been without one since parting ways with Liam Rosner, with the deadline set by the start of the FIFA World Cup in Mexico on June 11th. Alonso is reportedly open to coaching in the Premier League, although his specific interest in the Chelsea position is not yet clear. Chelsea is prioritizing speed in securing a new manager. The shortlist for Chelsea is extensive, with Alonso considered a top priority. Other names on the list include Fulham's Marco Silva, Bournemouth's Andoni Iraola, Crystal Palace's Oliver Glasner, and former Chelsea defender Philippe Lewis. Cesc Fabregas, another former Chelsea midfielder, was initially seen as a frontrunner but is currently focused on his role at Como. Alonso's coaching pedigree is impressive, including leading Bayer Leverkusen to an unbeaten domestic season and a league and cup double in the 2023-24 campaign, which ended Bayern Munich's dominance in Germany. He previously managed at Real Sociedad, Liverpool, and Madrid before taking the helm at Leverkusen. Following his successful spell at Leverkusen, Alonso accepted the head coaching role at Real Madrid, but departed less than 7 months later. Madrid has faced challenges since his exit, and Jose Mourinho is linked with a potential return to the club. FC Bayern Munich is facing significant competition in their pursuit of promising young midfielder Kennet Eichhorn, as Manchester City, under Pep Guardiola, is reportedly making concrete moves to secure the talent. Sky Sports has indicated that Manchester City is intensively working on signing the top German prospect from Hertha BSC. The English club's strategy involves acquiring Eichhorn from Hertha and subsequently loaning him to Bayer Leverkusen to ensure regular Bundesliga match practice. This development presents a major hurdle for FC Bayern, who have viewed the 16-year-old as an ideal solution for their central midfield future for months. Reports suggest that Borussia Dortmund and RB Leipzig are also still in contention for the player. Eichhorn is widely regarded as one of Germany's finest midfield talents of his generation, noted for his composure on the ball, intelligence, and dynamism in central areas, skills that are drawing attention across Europe. While FC Bayern's sporting director, Max Eberl, is a strong proponent of a transfer, and the teenager is considered a top priority internally for midfield reinforcement, internal discussions at Sebener Strasse have surfaced regarding the financial feasibility of the deal, given the club's focus on attacking acquisitions in the summer. However, Eichhorn remains highly attractive due to a relatively moderate release clause, estimated by Sky to be between 10 and 12 million euros. The situation is particularly pressing for Bayern, as Manchester City appears to be escalating their interest, with Guardiola allegedly being personally involved in the negotiations, highlighting the talent's importance to the citizens. Manchester City has reportedly already drafted a concrete development plan for Eichhorn, making the prospect of immediate Bundesliga exposure through a loan highly appealing for the youngster. Although Eichhorn has not yet committed to a future, the competition for the Hertha talent is intensifying rapidly for FC Bayern. Manchester City is aggressively pursuing the transfer of highly rated Bundesliga starlet Kennet Eichhorn, aiming to secure the 16-year-old before his market value escalates, with plans to facilitate a loan back to Germany. This pursuit signals a strategic shift for Manchester City's recruitment strategy, now managed by sporting director Hugo Viana, focusing on leveraging European relationships to acquire talent ahead of market inflation. The move comes as the first-team squad undergoes a subtle refresh amid a fierce title race with Arsenal. Eichhorn has established himself as a standout player for Hertha BSC this season, demonstrating advanced technical security, vision, and a physical profile deemed suitable for English football. His hybrid profile, combining elements of a traditional number 8 with a modern playmaker, has attracted significant attention from major European clubs. According to Sky Sports Germany, Eichhorn is expected to depart Hertha BSC this summer, facing strong interest from Bundesliga giants including Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, and Bayer Leverkusen, with Leverkusen reportedly showing particular interest. There is also noted interest stemming from Eichhorn's rise within the Premier League. Pep Guardiola is reportedly personally keen on bringing the youngster to Manchester City, envisioning a deal where the Etihad club purchases Eichhorn and immediately loans him to Bayer Leverkusen for the 2026-27 season. This approach reflects City's long-term tactical planning, positioning Leverkusen as an ideal development ground for elite midfielders. Eichhorn remains under contract until 2029, though a release clause is set for this summer, valued between €10 million and €12 million, depending on the specific terms. The proposed loan is seen as a shrewd business move designed to prepare the 16-year-old for the physical demands of the Premier League by 2027, or for further development elsewhere. Speculation is set to intensify as the summer transfer window approaches, with Eichhorn's representatives evaluating the various offers. This action underscores Manchester City's commitment to future-proofing its playing squad well beyond the expected tenure of Pep Guardiola.